It's Madden NFL 23, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens, and it comes your way next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. And a welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Throwing to start here is Tua. And incomplete to open things up.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. We're seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Miami. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks to make a big difference going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That one complete to Prochet. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams scoreless here as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Back now in Baltimore as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. That's caught by Wilson. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tagovailoa. He's got to complete to Waddle. And 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. Well, I'm no coach, but there's just not time right now for throws that short.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. As Coach Madden liked to say, sometimes you have to take what you want.
Tua going to try and go quickly here. Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Jackson going to hold on to it again. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Second down and 7. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Jackson. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, that's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Let's go now. Let's go. Let's do this, man. Let's go. Let's go. Pick it up.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially get out of here with a tie.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense.
It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially keep this game alive at OT. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game into sudden death. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. And let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
Will 3 points be enough to do it? We'll soon know as we continue here in overtime. Fields it right around the goal line.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson. This is going to be home in by the tight end Andrews. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 20-yard line. But I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Let's not, baby. Let's go. Get it now. Let's go, y'all.
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.